राष्ट्रपति जो बाइडन ने साइंस एक्ट ते गलबात की है। राष्ट्रपति जो बाइडन ने 25 अगस्त ਨੂੰ ਦੋ ਪੱਖੀ ਵਿਗਿਆਨ ਐਕਟ 2022 ਵਿੱਚ ਸੈਮੀਕੰਡਕਟਰ ਫੰਡਿੰਗ ਨੂੰ ਲਾਗੂ ਕਰਨ ਲਈ ਇੱਕ ਕਾਰਜਕਾਰੀ ਆਦੇਸ਼ ਤੇ ਹਸਤਾਖਰ ਕੀਤੇ ਸੀ। ਇਸ ਕਾਨੂੰਨ ਤੋਂ ਵਸਤੂਆਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਲਾਗਤਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਘਟਾਉਣ, ਦੇਸ਼ ਭਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਉੱਚ ਭੁਗਤਾਨ ਵਾਲੀਆਂ ਨਿਰਮਾਣ ਨੌਕਰੀਆਂ ਪੈਦਾ ਕਰਨ ਅਤੇ ਇਹ ਯਕੀਨੀ ਬਣਾਉਣ ਦੀ ਉਮੀਦ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਮਹੱਤਵਪੂਰਨ ਤਕਨਾਲੋਜੀਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਘਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਬਣਾਇਆ ਜਾ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ। ਬਾइडन ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਐਕਟ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਿਵੇਸ਼ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਜੋ ਅਗਲੇ 6 ਸਾਲਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ 1 ਮਿਲੀਅਨ ਨਿਰਮਾਣ ਨੌਕਰੀਆਂ ਪੈਦਾ ਕਰੇਗਾ।
I observed your incredible courage firsthand, not a joke. That's why you reinforce my belief that veterans are literally the spine, the very sinew of what America is. Not a joke. 1% of you, 1% of you serve and protect the other 99%. We all owe you. You know, I just met a few folks who work with Jill, my wife, First Lady. She started an outfit called Joining Forces when she was the First Lady, to make sure that we took care of the military families while the people were deployed. What people don't realize is a whole lot of folks were deployed in those two wars who were in fact not career military. National Guard, we had a significant number of National Guard, almost at 1.50% of the fighters in National Guard. And you know, there are a lot of empty dinner tables at night. At least when you're on a base, you're with other people who know what you're going through. But most people had no idea that the National Guard captain or corporal was in fact deployed. And she started this outfit too in the state of Delaware, my wife, to convince people that they should reach out because, you know, the only kid in school who his dad doesn't show up is the kid whose dad's deployed. No one knows it. And so she started a process where she got all the schools, and not only Delaware, then across the country, to begin to point out the fact that their mom or dad was deployed. It makes a difference. They're not looking for it, but it makes a difference just knowing people know. Knowing people know. To all the veterans here and your families, as I said, we owe you. I've said many times before, we have many obligations to the country. But we only have one truly sacred obligation, and it's a sacred obligation. Is to prepare those we send to war and care for their families and them when they come home. That's a sacred. We have a lot of obligations, but that's a truly sacred obligation. That crosses party lines, crosses ideology, crosses everything. And you know, and that's what today's about. It's good to be here in San Diego County with Mayor Gloria and the County Chair Fletcher, and Congressman Scott Peters is a good friend and a great partner for my administration, especially helping reduce the cost of drugs as well as taking care of vets. Scott, your district is lucky to have you. I laid out what I called a unity agenda, an agenda that everybody could agree on 4 big things. I laid a lot more, but 4 big things. 1, deal with the opioid crisis. 2, the mental health crisis as a consequence of what COVID has inflicted on an awful lot of folks around the country. Deal with cancer, because we can beat cancer. We're now going to invest in billions to deal with that. And supporting our veterans. And with the help of Mike, he's also Vice Chair of the House Veterans Affairs Committee. We signed 25 bipartisan bills to improve life for our care for our veterans and honor the service of those who sacrificed.
21 ਸਾਲਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਲੱਖਾਂ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦਾ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਨ ਵਾਲੇ ਤਜਰਬੇਕਾਰ ਤੰਤਰ ਮੰਤਰ ਦੇ ਸਮਰਾਟ ਗੁਰੂ ਰਵੀਕਾਂਤ ਸ਼ਾਸਤਰੀ ਸਿਰਫ 5 ਘੰਟਿਆਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਘਰ ਬੈਠੇ ਹਰ ਸਮੱਸਿਆ ਦਾ ਸਮਾਧਾਨ। ਹੁਣੇ ਫੋਨ ਚੱਕੋ ਤੇ ਕਾਲ ਕਰੋ 99 899 04285। ਸਪੈਸ਼ਲਿਸਟ ਵਸ਼ੀਕਰਨ, ਮੁੱਠੀਕਰਨ, ਲਵ ਮੈਰਿਜ ਅਤੇ ਲਾਟੋ ਲਾਟਰੀ। ਹਰ ਪਾਸਿਓਂ ਨਿਰਾਸ਼ ਹੋ, ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਕਾਲ ਕਰੋ। ਲਵ ਮੈਰਿਜ, ਘਰ ਕਲੇਸ਼, ਕਾਰੋਬਾਰ, ਘਰ ਦੀ ਸ਼ਾਂਤੀ ਅਤੇ ਨੌਕਰੀ, ਸੌਤਨ ਦੁਸ਼ਮਣ ਤੋਂ ਛੁਟਕਾਰਾ, ਵਿਦੇਸ਼ ਯਾਤਰਾ 'ਚ ਰੁਕਾਵਟ, ਹਰ ਕੰਮ ਗਰੰਟੀ ਨਾਲ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ। ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਨ ਦਾ ਪੱਕਾ ਵਾਅਦਾ। ਜਦ ਹੈ ਸਮਾਧਾਨ ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਕਿਉਂ ਪਰੇਸ਼ਾਨ। ਘਰ ਬੈਠੇ ਸ਼ਕਤੀਆਂ ਦੁਆਰਾ ਹਰ ਸਮੱਸਿਆ ਦਾ ਸਮਾਧਾਨ 101% ਗਰੰਟਡ ਕਰਵਾਓ।